In the top stories, candidates nominated to contest 2022 general elections. NRP and CCM candidates ready for elections, and no reported cases of monkeypox in St. Kitts and Nevis. The details to these stories and more after the break.
Family fun days are here. Now is the time for movie marathons, tasty treats, and outdoor fun. At Courts, we have the TVs, appliances, grills, pools, and more to make your home the place to be. Get it all today with no cash when you shop with Courts Ready Finance. Family fun days are on now. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends July 23rd. Conditions apply.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I'm Jason Davis. The candidates who will be contesting the 2022 general elections in St. Kitts and Nevis were nominated in their various constituencies on Tuesday. The nomination process involves checking the voters list to ensure the candidates are registered. They're also to provide 2 pieces of ID, and they must be accompanied by 2 nominators. A nomination fee of $150 was paid, followed by the signing of the nomination document by both the candidate and the nominators. The candidate then said the oath, and a copy of the nomination document is given to the candidate. ZIZ News caught up with the political leader of the People's Labour Party, Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris, following his nomination at the Tabernacle Police Station, where he said he was pleased with the PLP's slate of candidates.
I am proud as a leader of the People's Labour Party to have been able to attract a team of professional and successful men and women to present to the country as our slate. Our slate comes with persons who are very deeply rooted in community action, community service. They are industrious people, so we will offer a hard-working cabinet ready to move forward with the agenda. The prosperity agenda, securing the future of our people, keeping them safe from harm, creating jobs through economic policies, and of course, making the economy of St. Kitts and Nevis stronger.
Political leader of the People's Labour Party, Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris. Meanwhile, in Nevis, 3 candidates of the Nevis Reformation Party will contest the upcoming National Assembly elections in St. Kitts and Nevis on August 5. And on July 26, the 3 candidates were nominated by 2 registered voters each to run on an NRP ticket for the August 5 poll, coming up against the CCM representatives who each hold one of the federal seats. Dr. Patricia Bartlett was nominated by Ms. J.D. Keynes of the St. Paul's District and Mr. Alishi Phillips of the St. John's District to contest the constituency of Nevis 9. Rohan Isles was nominated by Miguel Mills and Tamrel Brown, both of the St. George's District, to contest the constituency of Nevis 10. Party leader Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge was nominated by former Premier of Nevis and NRP leader the Honourable Joseph Parry of the St. Thomas District and Corinne Hodge of the St. James District to contest the constituency of Nevis 11. Supporters and well-wishers of the NRP accompanied the candidates to the various nomination sites across the island dressed in party paraphernalia, followed by a nomination day rally at the DR Walwyn Plaza in Charlestown. The NRP candidates will be coming up against the incumbent representatives of the Concerned Citizens Movement, Premier Mark Brantley, Eric Evelyn, and Alexis Jeffers. In other news, St. Kitts and Nevis's Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws says that there are no reported cases of monkeypox in the Twin Island Federation as of Monday, July 25, and there are no plans to restrict the movement of people or goods into the country at this time. In a national address, Dr. Laws noted that there were 16,000 confirmed cases of monkeypox in more than 75 countries. Several Caribbean countries are included on this list. However, she said that monkeypox is, quote, much harder to transmit than the COVID-19 virus, end quote, and there is no need to panic.
Based on the latest recommendations made by the Pan American Health Organization and the Caribbean Public Health Agency regarding monkeypox, there should be no restrictions on entry of persons or imported goods from any country at this time. The Chief Medical Officer informed the public that the Ministry of Health has strengthened its epidemiological disease surveillance system to ensure that potential cases of monkeypox are quickly identified and contained to reduce its spread. Common symptoms of monkeypox include fever or chills, muscle aches, swollen lymph nodes, and lethargy or exhaustion. Some patients experience skin rashes that resemble pimples or blisters that appear on the face, inside the mouth, and other parts of the body. The rash goes through distinct stages before healing completely. Monkeypox can last from 2 weeks to up to a month. The CMO outlined how the virus can spread. The monkeypox virus can spread through close contact, close or intimate contact with infected persons. It can spread through touching recently contaminated objects and mother-to-child transmission through pregnancy. It can also be transmitted via droplet respiratory particles after prolonged face-to-face contact, which puts household members and healthcare workers and other close contacts of active cases at risk. The World Health Organization declared monkeypox a public health emergency of international concern on July 23. After the break, St. Kitts and Nevis bids farewell to the Honorable Justice Trevor Ward QC, and Sol Petroleum General Manager discusses their partnership with the St. Kitts Fire and Rescue Services. Stay with us.
Elevate your experience with Flow's fiber-fast internet and mobile combined. Enjoy double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines, plus up to 35 megabits per second home internet speed at the best rate, giving you the best value to stay connected. I think our Flow mobile is elevated.
You think?
An elevated experience starts with Flow at home, powering double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines at the best rate. Visit the Flow store to sign up today.
Yo! You look like the dude who was shopping at Furniture and Appliances.
See, my friend, you look like you buy something from the Ashley Home Store.
How you know?
Because we get the cashback coupons and the free groceries for a year!
Cashback is back at Horsford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture. Shop now and get a chance to win free groceries for 1 year.
West Indies cricket action is back. It's time to rally around the new cricket generation as the West Indies takes on India. Come lime, party and cheer on the West Indies in 2 back-to-back T20 internationals on Monday, August 1st and Tuesday, August 2nd at Warner Park. Don't miss out. Get your tickets online now at tickets.windiestickets.com. Check out windiescricket.com for more details.
Welcome back. The legal fraternity in St. Kitts and Nevis, senior government officials as well as civil society said farewell to His Lordship, the Honourable Justice Trevor M. Ward, QC, during a significant ceremony on Monday at the Police Training Complex in Basse-Terre. Attorney General and Minister of Justice and Legal Affairs, the Honourable Vincent Byron, was quoted as saying, "I rise on this occasion to honour the sterling service of His Lordship, the Honourable Justice Trevor Ward, QC, as resident High Court judge here in St. Kitts, to bid him farewell and to offer every good wish on his elevation to a Justice of Appeal to become a member of that august body, the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal," end quote. Minister Byron described Justice Ward as a distinguished gentleman who has served the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis exceptionally well. He wished His Lordship Justice Ward every success in his future endeavours. QC Ward succeeded Trinidadian Her Ladyship Justice Marlene Ida Carter, who resigned as High Court Judge effective August 15, 2016 from the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. Justice Trevor M. Ward, QC, was sworn in on Tuesday, August 30, 2016 at Government House as the resident High Court Judge. Local supplier of petroleum-based products and energy solutions, Sol Petroleum, has forged a partnership with the St. Kitts Fire and Rescue Services in an effort to ensure the safety of their workers and others while they carry out their duties. That's according to General Manager at Sol, Avery Maskell, during ZIZ Radio's program Fire Talk on Tuesday. Maskell explained that the relationship with the Fire and Rescue Services starts at the planning stage.
Our relationship starts with planning. Right?
Okay.
The best way to deal with fire safety, to deal with safety in general, is to have a good plan. So one of the engagements that we would do is consultation. For example, now our facility that's here in St. Kitts more or less has been here for a very long time. So we wouldn't be going through the design stage of it. However, if there are modifications, if there are things to be done, it's good to have them involved. So for example, I believe it was 2019, we actually invited the fire service to come in. They took a look at our facility, they walked through it, they familiarized themselves. So for example, God forbid if there were a crisis, at least there's some element of familiarity, which means that their response becomes better. Anybody who is involved in response services, time is always a factor. You give yourself time to respond by being able to know how to respond.
And respond confidently.
Correct. So that's the reason why the relationship is important.
Fire Substation Officer Timothy Martin said he learned a lot when he visited the Sol Bulk Station to learn about their operations.
I learned a lot from our visits to the Sol Bulk Station, and even just in conversation with Mr. Maskell, you know, certain things, because of his area of expertise, and so then, you know, it kind of makes me shift my thoughts towards, okay, yes, we need to actually be looking at this rather than in the way in which we were doing it initially.
Maskell also said that the relationship between Sol Petroleum and the Fire and Rescue Services cannot start from the crisis stage. It would have to start beforehand, where they would exchange and share information that would be beneficial for both organizations and, by extension, the country. The unveiling of a life-size statue of one of the United States' founding fathers, Univision Alexander Hamilton, on the grounds of his childhood home on Nevis was an historic day for the island. The statue, donated by Robin Summers of the New York-based Alexander Hamilton Awareness Society, or AHA, was unveiled on the grounds of the Museum of Nevis History at Samuel Hunkins Drive on Friday. The bronze sculpture is entitled Alexander Hamilton as a Young Man. During the unveiling ceremony, Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, said the statue represents more than just a tourist attraction. It should serve to inspire the youth on Nevis to dream big and to work hard to realize his or her ambitions. Janelle Nisbet, director at the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, thanked the board of directors and members of the AHA Society for their generosity and those who traveled to Nevis for taking the time to be part of the occasion. She said while Alexander Hamilton did not contribute directly to Nevis during his adult years, the island and its people have seen some benefits based on his lineage. Three religious groups, the St. Kitts Christian Council, St. Kitts Seventh-day Adventist and the St. Kitts Evangelical Association, will be hosting a national prayer service for the upcoming general elections. In a press release issued on Tuesday, the group has extended an invitation to all political parties, the supervisor of elections and the staff of the electoral office, along with other electoral officials. The national prayer service will be held on Thursday, 28th July at 4:30 p.m. at the Pentecostal Church of God on Boone Avenue in Basse-Terre. Coming up in regional news, Guyana police investigating death of security guard. The details when we come back.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
We love plenty gal ting. Every day we snouting, say boom.
Yo, this is Skinny Fabulous and I'm inviting you to be ready this carnival season with Courts Ready Cash. Get up to $20,000 cash right now. No deposit needed and it's completely hassle-free. You will have your money in your hand in less than 24 hours. What are you waiting for? Don't miss the vibes this carnival season. It's all about Courts Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
All my friend them stinking mad. We be having blinking bad. Martin call me the drinking god.
Regionally, police in Guyana are investigating a security guard's death while on duty. The management of the hotel has reported that the security guard committed suicide. Here's more from Travis Chase.
Crime scene detectives were on Monday summoned to the Nova Hotel at Cummins and Rob Street, Georgetown. When they got to the scene, they were told that the security guard ingested a poisonous substance after complaining for weeks about domestic issues. Pronounced dead at the Georgetown Public Hospital is 61-year-old Mark Yaw. Nightly News was told that around 10 a.m. Monday, Yaw was found by the manager of the hotel on a chair, panting for breath. Police said the manager of the hotel questioned Yaw whether he needed medical assistance, and he responded by saying, quote, suicide, unquote, as he attempted to stand. Yaw reportedly fell to the ground and was seen frothing at the mouth. Shortly after, the police said an ambulance arrived, but Yaw was found to be unresponsive. He was taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead by Dr. Etwaru, the Georgetown Public Hospital. Even though no marks of violence were seen on Yaw's body, the police confirmed that investigations are still ongoing. Persons in the area who spoke with Nightly News on the basis of anonymity said that the man had oftentimes speak of taking his own life. They said they had complained to the manager of the hotel that they should seek help for Yaw, but those requests fell on deaf ears. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Police and fire officers in Trinidad and Tobago responded to fiery protests along the North Coast Road on Monday. Here's more.
And police and fire officers also responded to fiery protests along the North Coast Road. Bush and debris were dragged onto the roadway and set on fire at around 6 o'clock on Monday morning at La Villette. That fire was put out and the roadway cleared, but subsequent fires and blockades were set in the Las Cuevas, Maracas and Marval. One resident of Las Cuevas told TTT News via phone it seemed as though a group of men was setting the fires and then running away. She said this was distressing to residents living along the North Coast. Reports are that the protests were in relation to the police killing of Mishak Ramdeen last Tuesday.
Protesting here to see if we get justice for Mishak Ramsey. You understand? Because police just doing me with a war and nothing had coming out of it. The police do me with what they come and not they even getting justice, nothing. We go and keep on doing this until we get justice for this.
The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has assured that the recent fatal police shooting at Lafayette will be probed and the findings of such made public. The commitment came last week from Senior Superintendent in the Northeastern Division, Winston Maharaj.
Coming up, Truss and Sunak spar in first debate as UK leadership race heats up. International news is next.
Seriously, there's a better way to beat the heat. Get an air conditioning unit at Quartz, starting at $1,299. Get free installation on your purchase. Plus, with Ready Finance, you can shop now and pay nothing for 60 days. Quartz, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investment. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
West Indies cricket action is back. It's time to rally around the new cricket generation as the West Indies takes on India. Come lime, party and cheer on the West Indies in 2 back-to-back T20 internationals on Monday, August 1st and Tuesday, August 2nd at Warner Park. Don't miss out. Get your tickets online now at tickets.windiestickets.com. Check out windiescricket.com for more details.
Internationally, the final 2 candidates vying to become the United Kingdom's next Prime Minister have gone head-to-head in a televised debate, clashing over the state of the economy, including each other's tax and spending plans. Al Jazeera's Jonah Hull reports.
The leadership candidates came to Stoke-on-Trent and they brought with them the rain. In this traditionally Labour voting Midlands city that voted Conservative for the first time in 2019, what wasn't there to greet them was much enthusiasm.
They're all self-serving, aren't they? They don't do anything for small towns in the north otherwise. You know, where's the powerhouse of the north that they promised us 8 years ago? There's nothing here anymore, it's dying.
I don't know, everyone makes mistakes, but I feel like when you run a country you shouldn't make a mistake, so everyone just wants someone who's not gonna make the country fail or like fail people like Boris Johnson did.
Foreign Secretary Liz Truss and former Chancellor Rishi Sunak face a summer leadership campaign that kicked off in earnest with Monday night's debate.
I have not taken the easy road. Right? In saying the things that I'm saying about the challenges facing our economy and what it's going to require to fix them, that doesn't make my life any easier. I'm doing it because I want to be honest with all of you.
I'm straightforward, I'm honest, I'm straight talking. I might not be the slickest presenter in the business, but I do what I say I will do. Okay. I've done it in trade, I've done it in the Foreign Office, and I will do it as Prime Minister.
Restoring trust, unsurprisingly, was a defining issue. There were areas of agreement on the environment and foreign policy towards China and Russia. The deepest differences, though, were over the economy. Disagreements on whether to lower taxes or control inflation.
Your proposals would mean that we get the short-term sugar rush of unfunded borrowed tax cuts, but that would be followed by the crash of higher prices and higher mortgage rates, and that is not something that I want to cause for anyone here.
You've just put in the highest tax rate for 70 years.
And that is why Rishi Sunak was seen as an unconservative chancellor, why a poll of Conservative members who will decide this race put Liz Truss 24 points ahead. Sunak can only hope that he's done enough to begin to change minds. There were pledges to fulfil Boris Johnson's election promise to level up long-neglected areas in the Midlands and the North, like Stoke-on-Trent. Over successive decades here, they've seen the decline of their steel industry, then coal and ceramics. So you don't expect a sort of rousing welcome here in Stoke for these two candidates trying to sell themselves to the electorate?
I'd be surprised if they left the city with the tyres still on the cars, to be honest with you.
In 5 weeks' time, the promises made by one of these candidates will be put to the test. Jonah Hull, Al Jazeera, Stoke-on-Trent.
Zimbabwe has come up with a novel idea to tackle inflation. The central bank has launched gold coins to be sold to the public. The first batch of 2,000 coins was minted abroad, but eventually they'll be produced locally. Al Jazeera's Haramutasa reports.
Proudly on display in Zimbabwe, the country's new gold coins. The Mosi Oatunya coin, named after the iconic Victoria Falls, is intended as a store of value to tame runaway inflation. In June, it hit almost 192% year-on-year. That's considerably weakened the local currency and cast a shadow over President Emmerson Mnangagwa's efforts to revitalise the economy. The first 2,000 coins were released on Monday. Central Bank Governor John Manguja said they can be converted into cash and traded locally and internationally.
Local agents commenced selling the gold coin on an agency basis at the initial price of $1,823.80 per gold coin.
But for some in the capital Harare, like Greg Chigombe, that's simply unaffordable.
I mean, for the majority of people, I think it will be very difficult for them to get those coins.
The coin contains 1 troy ounce of gold and will be sold by Fidelity Gold Refinery, Orex and local banks, according to the central bank. Gold coins are typically used by international investors to hedge against wars, as well as inflation, which has been soaring in Zimbabwe. That's piled pressure on a population already struggling with shortages, and has stirred memories of the economic chaos under Robert Mugabe's nearly 4 decades of rule.
Up next in sport, 2 world records broken on final day of World Championships, and Algerian girls get their kicks in MMA. Stay tuned.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investments. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
The Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris, wants to alert the public about fake Facebook and social media accounts that are circulating. These sites may look genuine, but they're not. These fake sites may use the Prime Minister's photo and name, but their only intention is to spread misinformation through false and scandalous information. Some of these pages are scams and will attempt to dupe you out of money. Do not trust them. You can find the real Prime Minister Harris on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching for his official handle, which is @PMHarrisKN. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages that claim to be the Prime Minister's but do not have PM Harris KN right after the / are fake accounts. these should be reported to the respective social media sites. You can also report fake social media accounts to presssec@gov.kn. That's PRESSEC@gov.kn. Facebook has verified Prime Minister Harris's official page by placing a white check mark inside a blue circle next to the Prime Minister's name, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris. This blue circle appears just above @PM_Harris_KN. Also, be alert. If the person claiming to be either the Prime Minister or another government official asks you for money through instant messenger, direct message, or any other means, this is a scam and not a real charity. This public service announcement was produced in order to help you be an informed social media user. Protect yourself and help spread the message. First up in sport, the World Athletics Championships drew to a close in Eugene, Oregon on Sunday, with 2 more world records being shattered. The United States topped the medal table at the end of the 10-day track and field event, with Ethiopia second and Jamaica third. ABS's Sharif Sargent reports.
Anderson, in her first World Championships final, ran a fast 12.23 seconds to finish second to Nigeria's Toby Amusan. Amusan clocked a ridiculously fast 12.06 seconds to win the gold medal, but the time did not count as a world record because it was wind assisted. She had shattered the USA's Kendra Harrison's world mark of 12.20 seconds in the semifinals with a stunning 12.12. In the semis, Anderson broke Danielle Williams' national record of 12.32 set in 2019 by running 12.31 while holding off the Olympic champion Jasmine Camacho Quinn, who clocked 12.32 seconds. Also, Jamaica's men captured silver in the 4x400 meter relay. The quartet of Akeem Bloomfield, Nathan Allen, Javon Powell, and Christopher Taylor produced the season best 2 minutes 58.58 seconds. The USA won the gold medal in a world-leading 2 minutes 56.17, with Belgium claiming bronze. Jamaica's women closed the championships with silver in the 4x4 behind the medal favorites, the USA, who ran a world-leading time of 3 minutes 17.79 seconds. The quartet of Candice McLeod, Genevieve Russell, Stephanie Ann McPherson, and Cherokee Young clocked the season's best 3 minutes 20.74. Great Britain came third. Jamaica won 10 medals at the championships, 2 golds, 7 silvers, and a bronze medal. Away from the track, Sweden's Armand Duplantis eclipsed his pole vault world mark by clearing 6.21 meters in a virtuoso performance in Oregon. The BBC reports that the 22-year-old Olympic champion had gold secured with a first-time clearance of 6 meters. None of his rivals managed higher than 5.94. Duplantis then, at the second attempt, beat his own world mark of 6.20 set in Belgrade in March. It was the 5th time he had broken the world record. Sharif Sargent, ABS Sport.
Mixed martial arts is gaining practitioners in Algeria, and among them, quite a few women. More in this African News report.
These young Algerian girls are going to a class very few of their mothers would or could have considered. 5 times a week they train mixed martial arts, widely known as MMA. This blend of combat sports and martial arts recently gained practitioners in Algeria. In this club located in the northwestern city of Tlemcen, Mohamed is proud to infuse a change of mindset. Society's view on women in martial arts is changing. In the past, it was difficult for women to practice this sport. Society and families were afraid of it. But now it is good. They practice this sport like any other. There is acceptance by society and families. Now, women can practice this sport without difficulty, and the government also encourages women's sports. 70 girls take part in his classes. With MMA, they learn different fighting styles and techniques, which could allow them to fight back in case of aggressions. We entered this sport for self-defense to avoid street problems and assaults. Society seems to believe women are weak. But after I started this sport, I loved it. I wish to develop myself in this sport and to participate in championships. This practice could help to diminish violence against women in a country where, according to the National Public Service Institute, a woman in 10 is beaten 6 times a day.
When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Whether you're at home or abroad, ZIZ's social media platforms help you stay connected with what's going on in St. Kitts and Nevis. Keep up with daily events by liking our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter at ZBC Online. Like our pictures on Instagram and subscribe to our videos on YouTube. Also, you can watch us live on the ZIZ mobile app and our website, zizonline.com. No matter where you are, ZIZ is just a click away. ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, reaching you wherever you are.
We now wrap up with a recap of the top stories. Candidates nominated to contest 2022 general elections, NRP and CCM candidates ready for elections, and no reported cases of monkeypox in St. Kitts and Nevis. And that's the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jason Davis.